Yeah, I mean, they look good. They've obviously trained. Ultimately, only they'll know exactly how they feel. But from what I can see, he looks good. Looks happy and ready to go.
Can you talk about, even though you guys won the Kansas City game without him, and then the loss, obviously the last loss against Atlanta. What is different when he's on the field and when Jordi Alba on the field? Like, what's missing when they're not there that you guys have to compensate for?
I think experience. Obviously you talk about Leo, he's the best player ever played the game, so from the opponent's standpoint, it strikes a bit of fear in them as well. But Jordy's, arguably one of the best to play left back position, so that as well. And then, like I said, experience. Experience is a lot, especially in this league when things can get hectic. As you saw in that Atlanta game where it's just up and down. Something to kind of help slow the game down a bit. But yeah, they're obviously huge misses.
Was it their press? Was that part of your game plan, or was it a little bit of both?
We knew they wanted to keep a high line, so that was just trying to get in behind. I just think the decisions were actually good decisions. It's just the execution of it wasn't there for whatever reason. So, but yeah.
Tata said after the game that kind of a focus is on the 27th, the game of the 27th, and obviously you're not going to abandon your hopes for the league and all that stuff. Can you just talk about how do you see it as far as the MLS games versus the final on next Wednesday?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's one game at a time for us. We're gonna try to win every game possible. Whether that's realistic or not, or whether people think that's realistic or not, is up to them. But for us, we believe that we can win every game that we have for the rest of the season, and that's what we're gonna try to do. So, focus.
DeAndre, talking about the first goal, do you think the ball went in, or do you think it was not a goal? And to ask you about the field, would you agree that MLS players need to do the same thing that NFL players did and come out and ask for the owners to get all fields of natural grass?
Regarding the first question, from my point of view, it didn't look like it went in, but it's also, it happened so quick. It's hard to say. I think obviously they went to video review and they looked at it for quite some time, so it is what it is. Second question, I think you ask any player and they'd probably rather play on grass and turf, but at the end of the day, it's not up to us. We can come out and say whatever we want to say, but at the end of the day, it's not up to us. So we'll see what happens with time, but it's just one of those things we have to do adapt to.
Good morning, translator, please. ¿Qué sentís que le faltó al Inter Miami para poder ganar el partido anterior?
What do you think the team was missing to be able to win the last match?
I think organization, a little bit of discipline. We obviously went up early, and they had the goal. That first goal kind of changed the momentum a little bit. Then they got a second one. I think it was right before half, and that kind of changed momentum as well. And then I think that we were taking too many risks while we were still in the game. Even when we went to 3-2, we were trying to go for it. And I think that's where that little bit of experience from Messi and from Jordi would have helped. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. We learned from it. Personally, I think it's a great wake-up call for us. I think there was this huge outside pressure to not lose a game for the rest of the season. And I think that monkey's kind of off our back now. So now we can kind of be free a little bit, and we got humbled a bit, and now we can move forward.
Johnny, well, that pressure's not there in terms of having to continue the winning streak. I mean, you guys do still have to practically win out or win much of the rest of the games or make the playoffs. I mean, how do you guys approach that? How do you guys take that on? Knowing that you still have to win practically almost every game to make it.
Just exactly as we have. Just take it a game at a time. We're not looking forward in the future. We're just doing what we can in every game. We've gone 13 games or something with one loss and one draw. So, I mean, people can say what they want, but, you know, you see how Atlanta's reacted to beating us. You know, I think that's a big change to how they would have reacted, you know, before. So, you know, we know we're going to get every team's best game now, and that's just the way it is.
What changes for you individually, personally, when you're playing right back next to someone like Sergio Christoph, who, like you mentioned before with other players, has a lot of experience, and then Thomas Aviles is more athletic, but maybe doesn't have that experience or that vocal leadership at the back. What changes for you at right back when you play with each one of them?
Nothing much, really. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, Tata has a certain system, and you know, how we play is pretty much the same. Obviously, when Leo's on the field, it changes a little bit, but at the end of the day, you know, my job doesn't really change, or how I play doesn't really change. You know, I obviously trust in both of those guys to do their job, and they're both great players, so nothing really changes.
DeAndre, I wanted to ask about Tata. You've had a lot of coaches over the years, different styles. Can you describe him, you know, from a player standpoint? Can you describe his day-to-day sideline demeanor, you know, in the meetings? I've heard his video sessions are long, you know, very detailed. Can you just talk about what it's like to play for him?
Yeah, no, I think personally for me, he's been one of my favorite coaches that I've had so far. You know, he's very personable. You know, obviously at times we need a translator, but no, he speaks with everybody. You know, he's very truthful, give it to you clear cut, exactly how it is. Doesn't try to sugarcoat anything. And I like that he wants to take risks. You know, he wants to go forward. Personally, for me, obviously, I love getting into the attack. So, you know, it fits me well. But yeah, videos are long and detailed, but you know, if that's what we need to win, then that's what we need to win. So, personally, I've really enjoyed working with him.
He seems really calm on the sideline during games.
Yeah, he's very calm. He's very calm. You know, I think that energy also transmits to the whole team. Just having that kind of relaxed demeanor, you know, no matter what the situation is. So yeah, it's been a pleasure with him.
What do you expect from Toronto? It's tomorrow night, and a team that's struggled in the Eastern Conference, but they still have some big name players, some big pieces. What do you expect from them?
Yeah, I mean, I think in this league you can't sleep on anybody. You know, it's one of those leagues where anybody can beat anybody, and like you said, they got some great players. So we're gonna have to be ready for that. But at the end of the day, as we've approached every game, we're gonna try to control the game and make them play to us.
Bueno, vienen de muchos partidos en poco tiempo, una seguidilla. ¿Cómo te sentís en lo personal físicamente?
It's been a lot of matches in a really short period. How do you feel personally in the physical side?
Yeah, I feel fine. You know, it's gone through it before, playing a lot of matches. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's one of those things where you just do what you got to do. And yeah, it's obviously been nice. Been nice winning quite a few games, so I think that helps mentally. But at the end of the day, we feel great, and we still got a job to do. So, not gonna rest it.
DeAndre?